Hello, friends and family. It is Jay the Vintage Impersonator here, and I'm back with episode 3. This is Black History in My Family with Jay the Vintage Impersonator, and we will be shining the spotlight on my grandmother's older brother, Second Lieutenant Harry J. Daniels, who was a Tuskegee Airman. This is definitely the long-awaited episode, not just for my family and people who are genuinely interested, but just for me as well. I've been looking forward to doing this one in particular. I almost forgot something. I'm gonna put this on, because why not? Hot dog, man. So, my Uncle Harry was actually born on this day, February 27th, 1916, here in the city of Indianapolis. He is the son of my great-grandparents, Harry Frizzell Daniels and May Etta Garrett Daniels. So he attended Crispus Attucks High School, and he also attended Indiana University, and he was also employed by General Motors Company here in Indianapolis. My Uncle Harry then entered Tuskegee Institute to train to become a pilot, and then he graduated in July of 1943. And he served with the 301st Fighter Squadron, 332nd Fighter Group. He also piloted a P-39 Air Cobra, which has a max speed of 386 miles per hour. So on February 24th of 1944, my uncle was actually participating in a training mission in Italy. And at that particular time, the team of pilots, they were encountering some bad weather. So the flight leader had ordered a change of course, and for some, reasons unknown, my uncle did not respond to that order, and sadly he was never recovered. His plane was never recovered. Really just vanished without a trace. However, he is memorialized on what is it called? I'm not even going to edit out me searching for my notes. He is memorialized on the Walls of the Missing at the Sicily Rome American Cemetery. Then he was ultimately declared deceased on May 18th, 1945. My uncle did receive the Purple Heart, actually, and our family did receive a letter from the White House honoring his memory, and this was during the Kennedy administration. And what's wild about that is that that letter was received in September of 1963, before John F. Kennedy's assassination, which is very wild to me to think. I was like, whoa. So, and you know what? If you're still watching and sticking around, we have some other things that we want to share with you. I actually have a special guest that's about to join me on the camera right now, my mom, and we have a letter from my Uncle Harry that he had wrote to my great-grandmother, maternal great-grandmother. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing my mother. Hey everyone, so I have my mother here with me, and we actually have a letter that my Uncle Harry wrote to my great-grandmother. And you want to read it?
Yes, this is a letter that we call him Uncle Bubs, and he wrote this letter home to his mother from Tuskegee Air Flying School. So he wrote this letter to her, my grandmother. So I will read it for you. It says, Tuskegee Army Flying School, Tuskegee, Alabama, March 29th, 1943. Dear Mom, I don't believe I've heard from you for more than a week, but I know there must be a letter on the way. We are still very busy, but before starting my studies for the night, I thought I should write to you, for it has been a week at least since I wrote last. The weather finally broke for us last Monday. We've been flying every day, Sunday included, and probably will be for a long time, as long as the weather stays in our favor. I have a total of 9 hours and 11 minutes in the air so far. We must have at least 9 hours before soloing, so tomorrow I will probably be going up in the clouds by myself. I'm still madly in love with flying. It's great. We keep plenty busy here. This is the first letter I've written in a week, so I owe everyone. Every night I fall asleep as if I've been drugged. Love to all. Love, Bubs.
Wow. The letter from the Kennedy administration that I was telling you all about, so we actually have it right here. I'm going to have my mom read it to you guys, and then I'll get a close-up at the end so you can see it better, as well as some other pictures and things I'm going to share. So,
The United States of America honors the memory of Harry J. Daniels. This certificate is awarded by a grateful nation in recognition of devoted and selfless consecration to the service of our country in the armed forces of the United States. Signed, John F. Kennedy, President of the United States.
so yeah, that's my mom. That's my mother. So, if y'all could comment, hi Jay's mom in the chat, I appreciate that. But here's a close-up of the letter. And I'm going to do a separate video of this where I'm just going to like pan the camera over everything. But yeah, wow, President John F. Kennedy, man, that is crazy. And then here is a close-up of his letter. And this is beautiful. You can see the emblem right there. I'm going to do a different camera angle at the end of this. Tuskegee Army Flying School, Tuskegee, Alabama. This holding this is just like, man, this is beautiful, man. That is beautiful. And then this is another thing my mother just shared with me. It's my grandmother saved this. It was a special called The Forgotten Warriors, tonight at 7:30 p.m. What year was this, did she say? Let me show y'all first. Here we go. I don't even want to, I really don't want to open this up right now. I think she said 1988 was the year that this was saved. And this actually reads as follows, in case you were curious. The black fighter pilots of World War II were segregated in every area except ability and courage. Interviews with 3 local men who were part of the all-black squadrons recount their battles, their battle with the United States Army. It's a page in our history that shouldn't be forgotten. I'll tell you one thing, my uncle damn sure ain't gonna be forgotten. I actually have these 2 things I want to share with you guys. It's here's this one. That's from my uncle. And then this is from this is a newspaper clipping right here. And it reads, 2 Indianapolis men missing in overseas action. 2 Indianapolis men are included in a list made public Saturday by the War Department of Men Missing in Action. Technical Sergeant Earl F. Brown, husband of Mrs. Betty M. Brown, Rural Route 19, is missing in the European area. Second Lieutenant Harry J. Daniels, 28, son of Mr. and Mrs. Harry F. Daniels, 1840 South Keystone Avenue, is missing in action in the Mediterranean area. Lieutenant Daniels, pilot of a fighter plane, entered the Army in 1940 and has been overseas since January. He was reported lost while on sea coastal duty in Italy February 24th. He is a graduate of Crispus Attucks High School and an industrial an agricultural school in Tennessee. He was employed at Allison Division of General Motors Corporation before entering the service. One of my fond memories that I wanted to share with y'all about my grandmother is she always said that I reminded her a lot of her brother Harry. And that brought her a lot of peace, and that brought her a lot of comfort. And I'm very, very thankful that I could do that, for her. And we lost her in 2016. But what brings me peace is that they're both reunited. And that's my uncle. That's my Uncle Harry, Tuskegee Airman, Second Lieutenant Harry J. Daniels, man. Wow. Oh boy. But this concludes episode 3 of Black History in My Family with Jay the Vintage Impersonator. So I want to thank each and every single one of you for watching, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set this stuff up and use my front camera because the quality's better, so y'all can get a closer look at everything. But other than that, I appreciate y'all for being here with me and listening to talk about this, and listening to my mom read his letter. This is history. This is history, man. And it's right here in this family. So from Flo Garvin to Jerry Daniels to Harry J. Daniels, it's a beautiful thing. It really is. So, all right, y'all, I'm out. Thank you for watching. Before I end the video, I want to again wish my uncle, Second Lieutenant Harry J. Daniels, a happy birthday, February 27th. And I also would like all of you to join me in a moment of silence for my uncle.